All right, we're gonna give it a minute or two and see who all joins me. This is something new for me. I've been doing my own yin practice for a little bit now, and decided that I would share it with you since everybody is handling the quarantine differently. I figured there's probably people out there who could use a little help in releasing all of this stuff. So, we're going to give it a couple of minutes. Like I said in my post, you'll need some sort of support. We will be doing butterfly and saddle, which are some pretty intense stretches. Butterfly, we're going to be like this. So you may need to support your knees, and then you'll see what I mean when I talk about saddle pose. So, what time is it? Oh, we've got about 5 minutes. So let me know that you're here. Say hi, jump in the chat. Just send me an emoji. Tell me to fuck off. It'll be fine. This is actually going to be my third flow of the day. I taught my regular DDP yoga class this morning at 9 online to my existing students, mainly because they didn't want to lose any of their progress since we don't know how long we're going to be on lockdown. And I apologize in advance if you hear any ambient noise. My daughter Lily's room is right across the hallway from my office, and she has some friends over trying to prevent stir crazy, and they have the dogs in there as well. So, and my husband's home, and his office is directly beneath mine. We're just going to make the best of it. It is what it is, and I think we're all in the same boat, right? So, also, like I said in the description, yin is a very slow, very esoteric type of yoga. We will be holding each of these poses for approximately 2 to 4 minutes. And they are designed to bring up some kind of resistance, some kind of emotional response. So we're just going to breathe through it, and we're going to sit there with it, and we're just going to let it come up and let it go. And hopefully everybody will get a good night's sleep tonight. So, all of that being said, I think we should probably get going. First thing that we're going to do is saddle pose. Oh, let me get my recorder going. Here we go. First pose we're going to do is saddle. So, for saddle, you're going to put the soles of your feet together. Not saddle, butterfly. Normally for butterfly, I have you bring your feet in close. For this, I want you to put your feet out about a foot from your groin. If you need support under your knees like I do today, put your pillows underneath. We're going to take a deep breath. Wrap your hands under your feet. Lengthen your back. Exhale, pull your chest forward. Rest your elbows on your calves. And we're going to hold here for approximately 4 minutes. Keeping your spine neutral, you can stare at the floor. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, lower it down even more if you can. Taking another deep breath. And exhale. Remember, this is pretty intense. You're going to feel this stretch. And if anything comes up, we're just going to sit with it and breathe through it right there. Always make sure to breathe deep into your belly. As you exhale, make sure all the air gets exhaled out. Try to pull your face closer to your feet with each exhale. Slowly release that. Roll your spine up. So your head is the last thing that comes up. Remove your supports. Bring your knees together and sit back on your heels for saddle pose. Again, if you're going to need some support behind your back, stack your cushions or your blocks or whatever else that you have going on. We're going to take a deep breath and we're going to sit back. If you can get down onto your forearms, feel free. If you need to open up your knees, feel free. Like I said, this is an intense one. If you can get your head all the way back to the floor, hold it there. We want to keep our knees on the floor, but you see mine are coming up. So I'm going to come up on my forearms. And drop your head back. Make any adjustments you need to. I may have to come up on my hands. Keep that arch in your back. Drop your head back. Again, if you need some support, get some support. However you need to do it. If you need to make your breath audible, do that. Make sure that you get all that air out. Breathe deep in your belly. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You can make it down onto your forearms now. Take it down. Drop your head. Come back up on your hands and release that tension. Rotate your head.
Motion detected at the front door.
Pull through onto your belly. Make sure that your feet are flat out behind you. We're going to come into Sphinx. Your forearms are flat on the mat. You're going to take a deep breath. You're going to exhale. Lift your head and your chest. Make sure that your glutes and your lower body stay loose. If you feel that this is too much for your low back, you can feel free to flex your glutes and release. And we're going to keep looking forward. And breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Letting all that stress leave your body. Inhaling the good stuff. Exhaling the stress. Whatever adjustments you need to make, feel free to make them whenever you need them. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Squeezing your belly button to your backbone as you exhale. Taking a deep breath. And exhale. The intensity of Sphinx is all in the shoulders. Everything else is relaxed. You can move your hips around if you need to. Inhale, exhale. It's all about surrendering to the pose. We're going to come up on our hands. Make sure your hands are about 4 inches in front of your shoulders. Splay your hands out like seal flippers. This is called seal pose. And again, this is a nice intense one, but we've got this, right? It's all about the surrender. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Keep looking forward. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. This is also a heart opener. So as you inhale, push your chest through your arms. This is another intense one. Again, it's all about the surrender. Staying at the edge of the discomfort and learning to breathe through. And exhale. Again, if you need to flex your glutes or your lower body to take some pressure off your low back, feel free to do that, whatever modifications you need. If you feel you need to go back into Sphinx, go back into Sphinx. You need to rotate your neck, rotate your neck. Release that down, push into tabletop. Open up your knees, sink back into child's pose. We're going to remain here for about 4 minutes. Stretch out nice and long. If you need to open up your knees to get in nice and deep, do that. We're going to stretch out just like this. You can put your chin on the mat. You can put your forehead on the mat. Reach your arms out to the front of your mat. Take in a deep breath again into your belly. And exhale. You can turn your head to the side if you want. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you want, you can cross your forearms over your head. Always remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You should start feeling the stress release. We're going to remain here in child's pose for just a little bit longer. If you've turned your head to the side, turn it to the other side now. And remember, you can do whatever you need to do to hold yourself right at that emotional edge. If you want to, you can reach back behind you, wrap your fingers around the heels of your feet, keep your forehead on the mat, and keep breathing. Release your arms and your head. Push up into tabletop. Come around and sit on your sit bones with your feet directly out in front of you. We're going to take that left foot and we're going to put it on the inside of that right thigh. Square your hips towards the front of your mat or towards me. Pull that left knee back. We're going to take a deep breath. And you're going to reach for that right foot, pulling your chest down towards your thigh. And again, we're going to breathe through whatever this brings up for us. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Taking a deep breath. And exhale deeper. Taking another deep breath. Exhaling nice and deep. We're not worrying about anything other than this right now. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just keep breathing through whatever's coming up for you. Roll your spine back up. And because we are bilateral organisms, we're going to have to do that same thing on the other side. Pull that right foot in. Place it on the inside of that left thigh. Pull that knee back. Take in a deep breath. Exhale. Reach for your toes. You'll find one side is probably much more flexible than the other, and that is totally okay. We're going to keep taking deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You should start to feel your body melting into this relaxation, into the surrender, into the poses. And exhale. Slowly roll your spine back up. I'm going to turn towards you. We're going to go into full dragonfly. Come into a nice wide straddle. Take in a deep breath. As you exhale, walk your hands out into the front. And again, if you need some kind of support under your chest or your belly, feel free to use it. We're going to get as deep as we can. If you can come down onto your forearms, do so. We're going to take in a deep breath into our bellies. And exhale. You can rock side to side just a little bit. This is a very good hip opener. We tend to hold a lot of stress and a lot of anger in our pelvis. So the deeper you can breathe into your belly, as you exhale, pull it down, let it all out, squeeze it all out. We have rain happening right here, and my office is right under the roof, and it sounds so good right now. Deep breath into your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale.
Motion detected at the front door.
Our house has been very busy today. We're just surrendering to whatever's coming up. We're going to stay here for just a little bit longer. I know it's really intense, but it's so good for all of us. Take a deep breath into your nose. Fill up that belly. Exhale. Sink in. Again, if you just need to rock side to side, you can let that happen. Take in a deep breath. Exhale, melt your chest towards the floor. If this is as far as you can go, it's as far as you can go. It's totally fine. Take a deep breath into your nose and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you want to put a pillow or a block under your chest to support you while you're here, feel free. Nice deep breaths. And exhale. Start walking your hands back towards your body. That's such an intense stretch. Remove your support if you used it. Bring your feet together. Toes pointed at the ceiling. We're going to take a nice deep breath. We're going to exhale, reach for your toes, leading with your chest. Keep that spine neutral. We're going to hang out here. Again, breathing deep into our bellies. As you exhale, you should melt deeper into this stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Feel all that stress in your lower back And the backs of your legs and your shoulders just starting to melt away. Let it go into the floor if you need to. You may feel some other kind of way about this, and that's totally cool. Take in a deep breath. And exhale. Just stick with the uncomfortableness. If it's painful, you can always back off. You've reached your limit. Keep breathing. Joining your breath to whatever is coming up, whatever is flowing away, whatever it is you need to release. It's all good. We're all in this together. We're going to make it through. Always inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. We've got just a little bit longer to go, guys. And then everybody gets to go into Savasana. Keep breathing and relaxing. Guide your breath towards any tension or stress you're feeling in your body, anywhere. Inhale. And exhale. Keep breathing. As you breathe, you should feel all those muscles from your lower back all the way down into your calves start to melt and release. Keep breathing. Nice, strong breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Slowly roll back up into a seated position. One vertebrae at a time till your head comes all the way up. Start walking your feet back. We're going to pull our knees up to our chest. And we're slowly going to roll down into cannonball. We're going to do this with some control. Bring your knees back up to your chest. Rock side to side. Giving yourself just a little massage. We've done some really deep stretches and hip openers and chest openers, heart openers. And stretch your legs out away from you Toes pointed at the ceiling. Chin tucked into your chest. Hands are in anatomical position at your sides. Palms pointed towards the ceiling. If you need to put some support under your low back or under your knees, feel free to do so. We're going to take a nice deep breath. And we're going to exhale. And this is where I'm going to leave you. You can stay here in Savasana for as long as you need to.
Motion detected at the front
There's
door.
no rush. We don't have anything to do. When you're ready to come out of Savasana, I need you to bring your feet flat on the floor. Roll onto one side. And you're going to use your tricep and your opposite hand to push yourself into a seated position. I hope you've enjoyed this flow. It's been my pleasure to bring it to you. I would say namaste, but we know I'm a little crazy, so I'll say namaskar.